Nature conservation or environment is fundamental for human well-being. If we look at some of the recent reports, global reports by the World Economic Forum or any other agency, you'll see that environment is the top concern for human well-being. What THT does, it ensures that the nature's functionality and the services that we get out of nature will continue to get for posterity, and that will ensure human well-being.
The Habitats Trust was established in 2018 with a mission to conserve India's lesser-known habitats and species. The Trust runs multiple programs such as THT Grounds, on-ground projects, marine program, ecological restoration, tech for conservation, conservation behavioral science, education, outreach and awareness. While conservation deals with multiple challenges, THT has started with these two: climate change and biodiversity loss. Extreme climate changes significantly affect wildlife, forests and humans on a day-to-day basis. Whereas loss of biodiversity can cause species extinction and habitat destruction. This starts a domino effect, eventually leading to livelihood collapse, food scarcity, viral outbreaks, even bankruptcy. So how is all this connected to the work that the Habitats Trust is doing? Coral reefs act as barriers against natural disasters and house an incredible variety of species. THT has begun the conservation work for 5 of India's 7 major coral reef areas. We are also working to understand the ecological, economic and sociological connect between livelihoods and ecosystems through sardine fisheries. Our team is working on rainforests, grasslands and wetlands, the latter two being critical carbon sinks. We are also conserving the endangered species that depend on these ecosystems. We are also working on securing and restoring the Terai grasslands in Uttar Pradesh and the lowland savanna grasslands of the Indian peninsula. A tripartite MOU is being signed by the Habitats Trust, Indian Navy and HCL Foundation in a bid to remove plastic from seas and bolster coastal resilience at naval bases. Numerous railway lines cut through wild spaces. We are identifying technological solutions to avert fatal collisions. Humans are at the center of the environmental crisis. Our team is using scientific inquiry into people's thoughts, feelings and behavior to work towards the conservation of the natural world in Lakshadweep Islands, Laterite Plateau in Ratnagiri, and in 3 out of 4 tiger reserves in the Dudhwa Pilibhit landscape. Our long-running THT Grants program works with partners across the country with local expertise who work at grassroots levels to restore habitats and help conserve resources. Stories are powerful. Stories bring about change. We aim to use this power to not just inform, but also evoke wonder and empathy towards the species and habitats that we share this planet with. Over the last 1 year, THT has commissioned 166 films spanning across states and species, featuring remote corners told by the locals themselves. Our work has been awarded with the National Film Award for the episode on bats in On the Brink and the Nature in Focus Award for the Malabar Pit Viper episode From Wild You Were Sleeping, a win for lesser-known species indeed. We support the Green Literature Festival, a pioneering initiative that spotlights environment literature. Our core spirit remains one of collaboration. We are working with 45 partners and with largely invisible local communities who show resilience, tolerance and the desire to coexist with wildlife. We also turn our lens on collaboration within our own ecosystem, especially in education.
Education is fundamental to the Habitats Trust. we are going to engage with Shiv Nadar schools, Shiv Nadar Institution of Eminence and Vidya Gyan. Here we will try to imbibe the values of nature conservation into the consciousness of students and look at their curriculum to ensure that the students are well informed and action oriented.
We are also designing a conservation practitioners course with Shiv Nadar University to upskill professionals with the latest conservation tools and techniques. We are working with Jane Goodall Institute on an Oceans Are Us initiative to educate children about our world. Our work today can be seen in 19 states and union territories of India and 7 biogeographic zones, with rupees 6.77 crores spent on 21 grants, which affect 24 species and habitats.
What we want to really achieve is to ensure that our expansion leads to ecological restoration and ensure functionality of our ecosystems.